On this episode of Saltwater Afflictions, woo-hoo!
I don't know what we've got for footage, man, because it's around Robin Hood's barn. This is another monster. How many of these do you catch at a time? I don't know, but there's number 2. Woo-hoo!
One man.
Ooh, all right.
3 cameras.
There's one. Right there. How about that?
And an adventure in God's great outdoors.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you. It has been a beautiful day.
It's time for Saltwater Afflictions.
Woo-hoo!
I'm not letting him go.
Oh my
God.
Woo-hoo! You gotta love it. Oh my. Well, another adventure in God's great outdoors, I would say, is about to begin, but it's actually been going on for over 2 hours. And believe it or not, I've been recording for a couple hours. And I just looked at this camera and the internal memory was full, and I haven't brought any external memory SD cards to record to today. So the long and short of it is that everything that I've done up to this point just got erased. Although captured on our point of view cameras now, it wasn't overly anything that was earth-shattering, but the intro was of interest. So we're going to do that intro again. Today's fishing plans have been changed by Mother Nature. She's got a different plan with the weather today, and it wasn't the forecast. Every forecast I looked at had the weather doing something different than what it's actually doing. So there's nothing like getting up in the morning time, looking at the weather, and making your plans at that point. Yes, I had other ideas, but just due to the nature of the wind is actually in the 11, 12, 13, 14 miles an hour area, and you can't tell that where the camera's seeing, looking behind me, because the key that I'm in front of here, or behind rather, is blocking the wind. And it's making for a nice, cool, calm, collective environment. And right around the corner, it's blowing hard. Okay, so, I'm just trying to target snook today. I'm very close to home, and I've been exploring part of a chain of keys that this is one key I've actually never been to on this side. I had some great encounters with some big mangrove snappers and was able to show some biology moments that we'll never see because we've erased it. But all that to say, I'm in an area that I don't think gets fished too much. And I've worked myself several hundred yards, maybe a quarter of a mile now, yeah, down to the point right here. And we're going to fish down to this point. Our target is snook. So just had gotten bitten off here, or just caught a nice barracuda, and he tore off my 3X bait at the nose here. This one's caught so many fish that it's still in great shape, but it just gets a little bit worn out where the twisty clip is. I'm going to spin the boat back around and make sure everything's working this time, and I think we are. Let's go and see if we can catch our target species today, which would be a snook.
Well, folks, there's no doubt I'd love to catch those big old snook, but after spinning that boat around and making a few casts with that Akuma gear, my bait was still all torn up and needed to be fixed. And that's when I realized that one of the things I had erased a little earlier was how I organize all the baits and the tools that I use when I'm fishing, which is a question that I'm asked a whole bunch.
I'm killing this bait to the degree that I just think I need to gonna have to swap it out. Yep. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna take a moment, drop the anchor. This bait here is not holding, so I will use it though when I go to glue it on one of my jig heads because it'll hold there. So let me grab one of my other baits, and what I had done, shoot, that's right, that's what I had done. I had done an organizational video to show you how I have stuff in here. So that's what I had done too. So I forgot about that. So let me get the camera down here so you can see where I got here. So my rod holder, or excuse me, my compartments, I've got things organized in a way that makes sense for efficiency. First of all, I have this tool box, exposed tool box, and in here I've got plastics that I use a lot. These are paddle tails, not the 3X's though. I don't put the 3X's in here. They stay in their own plastic container down here because the plastics don't go together very well and they'll melt together. Yeah, so you don't want to keep any of that. Although everything's in its packages, I still don't like to put them in here. So there's a variety of brands, DOAs. We got some Bass Pro Shop stuff, several other brands in here that I have, especially in the paddle tails, which is in this bag, Bass Assassins and again Bass Pro Shop stuff. So also my leader material that I use. I've got some Berkeley gulp baits there that I'm kind of starting to use a little bit, not all the time. But then down here is where I have all my storage. I've got four boxes. And this one here is a 3X box, so everything in there is a 3X bait. I got a jigs and hooks. I got a hard baits, crankbaits and such. And I've got my soft plastics, flipping tubes. Every one of them's in plastic type Plano container. So it allows me to go in, grab a bait, and grab it real quick, knowing exactly where everything's at, and also put it back down. I'll show you a little bit more about this particular thing though. Not only do I have a pocket with my goodies right there, but I've got sunscreen here, I got a knife here, I got scissors, lubricants, and glue. And so this right here is the cat's pajamas, because in this egret boat of mine, which I absolutely love, this egret, it just makes perfect sense to have it like that. Stuff I can grab real quick, and there they are. And then I also have a plastic, a freezer bag from Sam's, like you carry cold items out of the grocery store. Well, I have one of those because it's waterproof on the inside and where I want to protect the stuff. And then there's just an assortment of everything else, things that I might, need at times, but not all the time. I want to take the camera off and show you exactly what I'm talking about. That way you can see it a little bit better. Okay, so here we go. And this is the inside of the space I'm talking about. And you can see there's the toolbox with all the goodies, and there's all the tackle that's organized. And I keep them handy from right to left. The way that I would reach in and get them, I always reach to the right, so I always have my jigs and hooks all together with my 3X, and then I have my other stuff that I don't use as much. I also have a soft plastics that are rigged box and flipping jigs, and then you can see that bag I was talking about. The reason I have that is because there's a lot of times I rig up baits and end up not using them. So this is a smart way to do it. So with that said, I always I carry just a little pail. I use it for trash and to put baits that I cut off and might want to do something with later. And I'm able to put it down in here, shut this up real quick, and go. Now, we've talked about rigging these 3X baits. Not the easiest bait in the world to rig, but made a lot simpler, which I got this tip from the guys at Salt Strong. Joe Simons is his name, I believe, and boy, they really know their stuff, and they're helpful with all of us in the fishing community in such a way, making all this information just a click away on the internet. Saltstrong.com, check them out, they're fabulous. This is something I did after Joe said, hey, here's an idea that he had learned from somebody. But you take the point of the hook, if you, first of all, this is a twisty locked style hook, or twist lock. If you go to do this, you can see the pliability of the plastic just doesn't allow for it to penetrate and stay. What Joe recommended is that you take the point of your hook, wallow out a spot like this, and do it a time or two, and just get a nice hole that's already begun. And by doing that right there, I hope you're seeing that pretty good, we're now able to take the twisty lock. Now this one does not have a longer guide to start, it just starts at the actual corkscrew twist. you can take it and start applying some pressure in that hole, and as you can see, it's going. Now the one thing you don't want to do is turn this bait loose. You want to actually keep cranking and twisting and twisting, twisting and twisting and twisting. Now Joe is a big fan of the owner hooks, and they're fabulous hooks. I've been using several different kinds, just trying to find several different combinations that I like. My fishing style is a little bit different at times, especially this outfit that I have right here. This is a flipping stick, a 7-foot heavy action Akuma worm and jig rod, and it allows me to use my bass fishing techniques to pitch a bait like this under the mangroves. But I like a little heavier weight than an 1/8 ounce when I do that. This is a very buoyant bait, the 3X is, and so with that in mind, I've been trying different hooks out. The owner hooks do have like a starting guide, and they're fabulous. Like I said, this is 60-pound mono right there for a leader. Now I'm flipping it way in the back of stuff, and I don't want to get bit off by anything back there. So there's a little bit of that right there that I get to share that I forgot was on the first thing that I just deleted. So let's see if we can get some keeper footage this time.
Well, folks, back to fishing with that Akuma flipping stick in my hand, pitching and flipping and pitching, but I just couldn't locate any snook on the fringe of the mangroves. So thinking I needed to skip that Z2 even further back into those mangroves, I grabbed my 7-foot heavy Ricky Red spinning combination, which allows me to do exactly that. And as I came to this little area right here, I looked up, and folks, I couldn't believe my eyes.
Now this was worth coming to right here. Okay. What the heck is that? That cannot be a snook. It's a tarpon. It's 20 snook. That's exactly what it is. No, there they go. There they go. I'll be a son of a gun. Meet them. All right. Woo, we got us a snook, man. Of course, he's on the other side of the boat. He's on the other side of the boat. See if we can turn the camera this way. Oh, heck. He's out right there. Oh, there he is. Woo. Man, we did it. We didn't panic. We got us a hookup. Hopefully we got to get him in. Oh, that's a nice fish. Nice fish, man. It's a strong fish. Man, this Ricky Red. Oh, shoot. Camera's gone. Okay. Now the other one's gone. Boy, this is getting better by the second. Oh, I don't know if we're getting any of this. Okay. Oh, don't get around. No. Keep us heavy. That's a good fish. All right, come on. Okay. I don't know what we've got for footage. Man, because it's around Robin Hood's barn. This is another monster. Let me see if I can get him. Right here. Come here. Don't jump. Don't do anything until I put my hands on you. Come here. No. Now we're talking. Woo. Tell me about it. Things that make you go, woo! My gosh, look at this thing. This is a tank of a fish. What a monster. He ate the bait just like he should. Look at there. Man. Okay. The Ricky Red 7-foot heavy, a picture XT55, man, and a monster snook. Combinations that make it go woo-hoo! Man, look at that. Look at this fish. Okay. Okay, we're gonna get some measurements. We're gonna get some measurements. Thank you, Lord. Look how big this fish is. He is a keeper. Look at there. We have got us our first keeper snook. Man, Lord, thank you, Lord. That is a monster snook. Woo! Woohoo! All right, let's put him in live. Okay, I don't know how much of everything I said, so I'm gonna kind of start over a little bit. I just called my beautiful bride and she called me back and I was sharing this catch with her. She loves to eat fish and she's so supportive of my efforts. And I'm just really thankful for her because she's, promotes the opportunity for me to spend time in God's great outdoors, of which I love. Let's talk about what happened in the hole back there. It's where I saw the snook. So I'll explain it like this. I hadn't made a cast yet. Just about when I was going to, I was deciding on where to cast because I didn't want to spook them. Out they came, led by a big one, who I'll call Daddy. The reason I'm going to call him Daddy is Daddy came out towards me this way, or towards this area. I was actually back a little bit here to my right. I presented the bait, he came to it, but he didn't take it. I don't know if he sensed that it wasn't real or what, I don't know, but he didn't eat it. And then Mama, who was a big one, she got out of there, she left too, and she went to this little clump right here, right there. But in tow was at least 3 smaller ones. And I made several casts around there. Daddy took off after he realized the bait wasn't what he wanted. So I made a few more casts, moved the boat up, tried to penetrate the cover a little bit, and then some sharks moved in the area. A couple bonnet heads and a black tip, small ones. Matter of fact, one grabbed my bait. And here's a tip for you. It grabbed my bait, but I didn't set the hook, obviously, and the fish turned it loose. The reason I didn't set the hook is I was hoping that the fish would turn it loose to give me a chance to fish for something like that snook that's right there. And he is swimming right by here. And he just swam into here. There's another snook, and there they go. Watch this. Obvious son of a gun. These snook are on the go here. Man, that's unreal. All right. That was not, oh no. Come on, you. Well, that's not what I meant to do. I done hung a barracuda over the mangroves. Oh, come on, buddy. There you go. Oh, shoot, there's a snook. He's out here. He's out here. He's out here. He's out here. Oh, see if we can catch him. How about that? How about that? How about that? That's number 2. Oh, no. Come on. Unreal. Oh, this is a tank. Another tank. Oh, my goodness. We got another one. We got to get some footage somehow. I don't know what we're getting. Look at that. No way. No way. No way. As we're talking about it. Oh, my gosh. I ain't believing it. All right, we got him right here. It happened again. This is a good one. This time, oh, we're not gonna get any of this on film. Come on. I hope he's hit hard. Okay, I don't know where anything's at. I can't tell. This is another spectacular dandy fish. Oh, be in the tongue. Come here, you. Oh, come here. Come here, come here. Oh, you're hooked. You're hooked good. You are hooked like a trooper. Now, I want to tell you something. How many of these do you catch at a time? I don't know, but there's number 2. Woo-hoo! I want to tell you, I can't believe it. The cameras are everywhere. We're sitting talking. It's nuts out here. It's another big one. This time on a 7-foot jig and worm TCS. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it, folks. All right, let me turn this down here. See if we can see what we got here. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. Take a look at this one. Look how big that fish is. Look how big it is. All right, let's measure it. Let's measure it just out of curiosity. Oh my. That fish is over 28. Inspired fishing gear made by Akuma. Things that make you go, woo-hoo! Man, look at these two. Look at these two dandies. Man, you get a 30-incher on the left, a 28 something on the right. Unbelievable, folks. Okay, let's put this beautiful fish back where she can flourish and go back to the beautiful Florida Keys. Come on, let go of my finger and you can go on. Oh, there it goes. Tell you what, unbelievable. Unbelievable how that happened. Whew. All right, well, mamas, daddies, whatever it might be. I'm so tore up, I don't even where I left off. Cameras were being turned on, spun around, they're shut off, the jumps are missed. I don't know what to tell you. All I can tell you is that there's two big ones.
Folks, what a beautiful day in God's great outdoors, enjoyed by Dan the Man. And upcoming episodes of Saltwater Afflictions Woohoo, you'll see.
I think we're going for a trip on Robin Hood's barn here. Let me go around. I'll see you in just a second. Oh, okay. And you would think this fish is 20,000 pounds, but he's not. But I want to tell you what he is. He is a beautiful Jack Crevalle. How about that, huh?
And folks, whatever we catch on the next episode, it'll be caught on that inspired fishing gear made by Akuma. Combinations that make you say, woo-hoo! Our sincere gratitude to the Key Largo Chamber of Commerce, the Isla Mirada Chamber of Commerce, the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, the Florida Park Service, and the Everglades National Park, local, state, and federal agencies providing services for we the people.
Folks, our sincere gratitude to all that have served and continue to serve the United States of America. And may God bless us all. This is Joey Naples, your king of cool, living and loving in paradise, right here in the beautiful Florida Keys. I sincerely hope you join us for the next exciting adventure in God's great outdoors with Dan the Man, right here on Saltwater Afflictions.
You gotta love it.